Meet Claudine Auger, the French beauty who captivated audiences as the first French Bond girl in 1965's Thunderball. A former Miss France first runner up in 1958, Auger wasn't just a pretty face. She was a trained actress and an exceptional swimmer, performing her own underwater stunts in the film, including a now iconic scene where she lost her bikini top during a seabed romance with Sean Connery. But after her Bond breakthrough, Auger's star faded, leaving many to wonder what happened to the woman who once ruled the screen. Claudine Auger's journey to stardom began in the picturesque streets of Paris, where she was born in 1941. From an early age, she exuded a natural charm and grace that would later define her career. But it wasn't just her looks that set her apart. Auger was a talented swimmer, a skill that would surprisingly come in handy later in her life. Her big break came in 1958 when she competed in the Miss France pageant, finishing as the first runner-up. This wasn't just a beauty contest win, it was a stepping stone into the world of acting. Auger had already been honing her craft at the prestigious Paris Drama Conservatory, and now the doors to her dream career were beginning to open. Fast forward to 1965, and Claudine Auger made history as the first French actress to play the main Bond girl in Thunderball, starring alongside Sean Connery. Her role as Domino wasn't just a showcase of her stunning looks, it was a testament to her versatility. Auger performed all her own underwater scenes, including a memorable love scene with Connery on the seabed, where she famously lost her bikini top. This wasn't just acting, it was a display of her fearless approach to her craft. By the time she was nominated for the Golden Laurel Award for New Actresses in 1966, it was clear that Claudine Auger was more than just a pretty face. She was a force to be reckoned with in the world of cinema. Claudine Auger's star turn as Domino in Thunderball 1A65 wasn't just a career-defining moment, it was a game-changer for Bond girls everywhere. As the first French actress to land the main role opposite Sean Connery, Auger brought a unique blend of sophistication and daring to the screen. And let's not forget, she was no damsel in distress. An excellent swimmer, Auger performed all her own underwater scenes, including a now iconic love scene with Connery on the seabed. Fun fact, she even lost her bikini top during filming a moment that's become Bond trivia gold. Cut to film clip of underwater scene, but Auger's journey to Thunderball wasn't without its hurdles. She was one of 8 actresses who tested for the role of Domino, and her win was a testament to her talent and screen presence. Born in 1941 and already a Miss France first runner-up by 1958, Auger had the beauty pageant world at her feet, but it was her dramatic training at the Paris Drama Conservatory that truly set her apart. Show early photo of subject after Thunderball. Auger's career took her across Europe, starring in Italian, French, and Spanish films like The Bermuda Triangle, 1978, Credo, 1983, and La Bocca, 1991. She even shot a part in the Auger Sanction, 1975, though her scenes were unfortunately cut before release. Display newspaper headline about the Auger Sanction. Despite this, Auger remained a beloved figure, nominated for the Golden Laurel Award for New Actresses in 1966 and leaving a lasting legacy in the Bond franchise. Interestingly, her obituary in the New York Times featured a photo of her Thunderball co-star Luciana Paluzzi, misidentified as Auger, a quirky footnote to her remarkable life. Display newspaper headline of obituary. Beyond her on-screen achievements, Auger's personal life was just as fascinating. She gave birth to her daughter, Jessica Claudine Brent, at age 49 in 1991, with her second husband, businessman Peter Brent. Lower third. Claudine Auger, 1941. From Paris to the global stage, Claudine Auger's journey as Domino and beyond is a testament to her talent, resilience, and timeless allure. But Claudine Auger's life off-screen was just as captivating as her on-screen adventures. After her rise to fame, she navigated a series of personal relationships that often grabbed headlines. Her first marriage was to the French director Pierre Gaspard Huet, who she met while working on the film Les Pêcheurs de Perles in the early 1960s. Their union, though passionate, was short-lived, ending in divorce by the time Thunderball hit theaters in 1965. Despite the split, Claudine remained focused on her career, becoming the first French actress to play the main Bond girl, a role that would forever cement her place in cinematic history. Her performance as Domino wasn't just about looks. Claudine, an excellent swimmer, performed all her own underwater scenes, including a memorable love scene with Sean Connery on the seabed, where she famously lost her bikini top. Fast forward to the 1980s, and Claudine found love again with businessman Peter Brent. Their relationship was marked by a significant milestone. At the age of 49, Claudine gave birth to their daughter, Jessica Claudine Brent, on April 14, 1991. It was a testament to her resilience and determination, proving that life's greatest joys can come when least expected. Sadly, Peter passed away in 2008, leaving Claudine to navigate her later years with the memories of their life together. Despite these personal challenges, Claudine remained a private person, rarely discussing her relationships in public. Her obituary in the New York Times even featured a misidentified photo of her Thunderball co-star Luciana Paluzzi, a mistake that highlighted how much of her life remained shrouded in mystery. From her early days as Miss France First, runner-up in 1958, to her groundbreaking role in Thunderball, Claudine Auger's personal life was as complex and intriguing as the characters she portrayed on screen. So, what happened to Claudine Auger after her dazzling Bond girl days? Well, it's not like she vanished overnight. In fact, she kept acting, appearing in a string of European films like The Bermuda Triangle, 1978, Credo, 1983, and La Bocca, 1991. But let's face it, her star power never quite matched the thunderbolt of Thunderball. One big reason? The industry's obsession with youth. By the late 80s, Auger was in her late 40s, an age when many actresses start seeing fewer leading roles. And then in 1991, at age 49, she gave birth to her daughter, Jessica Claudine Brent. Motherhood became her focus, and the spotlight? Well, it took a back seat. But here's the kicker. Even in her later years, Auger's legacy was sometimes overshadowed, literally. When she passed away, the New York Times mistakenly used a photo of her Thunderball co-star, Luciana Paluzzi, in her obituary. Ouch! Still, Auger's impact endures, especially as the trailblazing French Bond girl who did her own underwater stunts, bikini mishap and all. So, while she may have stepped away from the cameras, her story remains a fascinating chapter in film history. Now, let's dive into some late-life revelations and posthumous tidbits about Claudine Auger that might just surprise you. First off, did you know she gave birth to her first child, Jessica Claudine Brent, at the age of 49? That's right, on April 14, 1991. She welcomed her daughter with her second husband, businessman Peter Brent, who sadly passed away in 2008. It's a testament to her private nature that this detail often gets overlooked in her story. Speaking of surprises, here's a quirky one. When Auger passed away, her obituary in the New York Times featured a photo of her Thunderball co-star Luciana Paluzzi, misidentified as Auger herself. Whoops! But let's not forget her trailblazing moments. She was the first French actress to play the main Bond girl in Thunderball 1965, paving the way for Carole Bouquet, Eva Green, and Léa Seydoux. And here's a fun fact. Auger was such an excellent swimmer that she performed all her own underwater scenes in Thunderball, including that iconic love scene with Sean Connery on the seabed. Yep, she even lost her bikini top during filming. Now that's commitment to the craft. Oh, and one more thing. She was one of 8 actresses who tested for the role of Domino, proving just how fiercely competitive that casting was. Claudine Auger's life was as fascinating off-screen as it was on, and these late-life revelations only add to her enduring legacy. Claudine Auger's legacy is one of grace, talent, and trailblazing spirit. From her early days as the 1958 Miss France first runner-up to her iconic role as Domino in Thunderball 1965, she left an indelible mark on cinema. As the first French actress to play the main Bond girl, she paved the way for future stars like Carole Bouquet, Eva Green, and Léa Seydoux. But Auger wasn't just a pretty face. She was a force of nature. Did you know she did all her own underwater scenes in Thunderball? Picture this, a love scene with Sean Connery on the seabed so intense that her bikini top slipped off. That's dedication. Her performance earned her a Golden Laurel Award nomination for New Actresses in 1966, solidifying her place in Hollywood's spotlight. Beyond Bond, Auger's career spanned decades and continents, with roles in European films like The Bermuda Triangle 1978 and La Boca 1991. Her life off-screen was just as remarkable, becoming a mother at 49 to her daughter Jessica Claudine Brent in 1991. Sadly, her passing was marked by a bittersweet moment when the New York Times mistakenly used a photo of her Thunderball co-star Luciana Paluzzi in her obituary. But mistakes aside, Auger's impact endures. She wasn't just an actress, she was a pioneer, a swimmer, a mother, and a woman who defied expectations. Her story reminds us that true legacy isn't just about the roles you play, but the lives you touch and the paths you clear for others. Claudine Auger may be gone, but her spirit, like Domino's underwater grace, lives on in every frame she graced. Claudine Auger's life was a captivating blend of beauty, talent, and mystery. From her early days as the 1958 Miss France first runner, up to becoming the first French actress to play a leading Bond girl in Thunderball 1965, she carved a unique path in cinema. Who could forget her underwater scenes, where she gracefully swam alongside Sean Connery, even losing her bikini top in one memorable moment? Beyond Bond, she explored diverse roles in Italian, French, and Spanish films, from The Bermuda Triangle 1978 to La Boca 1991. Her personal life was just as intriguing, giving birth to her daughter Jessica at 49 and enduring a posthumous mix-up in her New York Times obituary. Claudine Auger's legacy is one of resilience, elegance, and an enduring allure that continues to fascinate. She wasn't just a star, she was a trailblazer whose story remains as captivating as her on-screen presence.